Good morning everyone. It is 9:05. I'm about to get up and get ready so I can leave no later than 9:30. And I've put in a crumble cookie order to get myself the two I want to try, get Amari one, and Ashlyn asked for one. So get ready, because this is year 6 of daily vlogging. I decided to go for the messy bun style today because when I get home I'm gonna be making muffins. I'm very excited about these muffins because I saw the recipe on TikTok and it takes you to like an actual website where it is, and they're chocolate chip muffins, but they look really good. So I am picking up a grocery order today, and like half of the stuff is the ingredients that I needed for that. So what that means is I will probably make these muffins twice in the span of like 2 weeks, so that way I use up all these ingredients, because they're not ingredients I would use for something else. Like there's like buttermilk and specific type of butter that's like European style butter, like I don't know. So it is 9:18 and I am leaving. I'm gonna see, that might mean I have time to grab, I told myself I was allowed to grab breakfast at Dunkin' Donuts, but that means I did not grab it yesterday and I will not grab it on Friday. Usually I think it'll just be a thing of like, oh, since I get tested on Fridays, I'll allow myself to do that. But this week I have 3 tests, so I do not get Dunkin' Donuts 3 times. Anyway, yeah, so I think that means I have time to grab it before my test rather than grabbing it after and before I grab crumble cookies. My messy bun hits the top. It's definitely messy, so I did something right. Well, I did have time to stop by Dunkin' Donuts. My donuts were very good. It is now 9:55 and I am on my way, the 3-minute drive that's left to get to the testing place. So far, the schedule for today is going very well. I've made it, but for once, there's no one standing here, and there were no cars in front of me at all. But it's a minute before 10. It happened, so. Everyone. She was the same woman as yesterday, and she knew my name. She was like, "You're back again?" I was like, "I promise, it's only because I've had like an exposure, and like I just want to be sure." Told her a little bit about how like both of my housemates have gotten it, but I've been in the clear so far, and then I said I claimed on Friday I have to test for work, which is half true. Like I don't have to, but it is for work. All right, it is 10:04. I am out of testing and I am heading to crumble cookies. Have been acquired. It is 10:21 and now I am heading to pick up my grocery order. Also, these smell so good. Oh my gosh. I have made it. It is 10:38, which is about 3 minutes past when I told, like I did on a little thing, said I was gonna be here, but that's not bad. Also, the cookies look absolutely delicious. Oh my gosh. The only reason I am not taking a bite of one in the car is because I don't want it to touch Amaria's or Ashlyn's. But anyway, last errand after this is just right across the street because I have to return the book and then I will be back home to make muffins. Well, the good news is that none of the ingredients for the muffins today were out of stock at Kroger. However, what was out of stock, and I try to always set it to where I don't want, see, do I just run in? I probably should. The one thing they didn't have that I kinda need is milk. And I'm sure the one that I have in the fridge is fine, but I can't, I can't recollect what the smell of okay milk is like, and so my brain is always like, oh my god, what if it's bad? And I'm like, how would it be bad? Like, the expiration date is February 2nd, like, what the heck? So anyway, anyway, so I think I'm just gonna run in quickly, because since I didn't say any substitutions, they couldn't like substitute it for anything, but I really would like milk if I want to make mac and cheese or make more hot chocolate. So I think I'm just gonna run in super quick and grab some and then hop right back out and then go home because I just dropped off. So I didn't nearly die, but like that could have been bad. So this lane that goes, basically my neighborhood's up here. I have to make a left to go in this neighborhood. This lane, it is an entire like turn this way or turn this way lane all the way from my neighborhood all the way down to this next one. So I try not to get into it too early, obviously, but I do, you know, when I'm well over halfway through it, way closer to this neighborhood than the other one. So I go to get in the turn lane when all of a sudden I realize, you know, still a good, you know, ways off, so we weren't like close at all. But this other car has just started coming into the lane well before that neighborhood. I mean, literally like right past my neighborhood, was right there, like in the lane. And I was like, so I quickly went back into my lane. So it wasn't like an almost hit sort of situation. But I was like, why was he in that so early? Like, that was way too early to be in this lane. Anyway, so that was fun. But I did get milk.
Have the number of the mom whose girl is the one who was out on Sunday because she woke up not feeling well. So I actually just texted her out of curiosity to ask how her daughter's doing, just because I hope she's doing okay, and also I'm nosy. But anyway, also before I can make muffins, I have to clean the kitchen because I need to make sure there is room to make muffins, and right now it's a bit messy, so I'm gonna, hopefully all the dishes from the dishwasher load yesterday are dry. The dishwasher does a terrible job of actually drying dishes, and then I'll put the new ones in. I also just reorganized this entire pantry because it was a mess. All right, it's 12:10. I have finished cleaning. I know it looks better than what it was. Everything that can be in the dishwasher is in. Everything didn't fit is here. So now I can get started. Also, I've had a bite of both of my crumble cookies, and I have Amaria's ready and Ashlyn's ready. I'm gonna bring Amaria down hers now, actually, and leave it on the landing. Although, guess who just may have found out that despite being fairly sure, I don't have vanilla extract. I have almond extract. Could have sworn I had vanilla, but I guess not, so it's a good thing. The sour cream and the buttermilk have to get to room temperature for this because I have to run back to the store.
Guys, I drove here without my wallet. Are you kidding me? I swear, y'all, today was a good day. I mean, it still is. It's not like it's a bad day, but I am annoyed. I am annoyed because I mean, it's my fault, but it still makes me very annoyed.
It's a good thing I went, because not only was I missing vanilla extract, but somehow I messed up in my order. Wow, my hair is insane. And didn't order the butter. So now I caught that before I left the store, and now I have the butter. My hair is absolutely insane, but here is the dough. I have plastic wrap over it because this is the point where I let it sit at room temperature for an hour so it can fluff up, and then I put it in the oven. So I've got a timer going, and while I'm waiting for that timer to go off, I will clean up all of the stuff that I just, you know, used to make the kitchen clean again. I am sitting on the floor catching up on some of the vlogs with Enola. She's sitting on my leg. Also, I put on my apron. Y'all, these muffins might be the greatest thing I've ever made. I don't know how they taste, but they look really good. Look at them. Look at those muffin tops. Oh my gosh. I'm so proud. I just followed a recipe, but I'm so proud of myself. This recipe is, by the way, I'm still wearing this until I get my test results back today, just to be safe. This recipe used, well, nope, too dark. There we go. This recipe used buttermilk and, what were the other ones? Maple syrup, and yeah, like, you know, normal flour, sugar, vanilla extract, eggs, things like that. But yeah, the butter had to be specifically European butter, unsalted European butter, because we put salt in the recipe.
yeah, I am so excited to taste these. I hope they taste as good as they look.
I just realized I still have my apron on. Whoops. It's 3:48. The muffins are done and put in a container. Also, I have not gotten my test results back, and I don't know why that makes me nervous, because I've gotten them basically between 3 and 5 all the time. But I'm so worried it's gonna come back positive for some reason. Especially because now, the mom of the girl who was out on Sunday said that her daughter is feeling better. But I don't know if we'll ever really know what it is, unless if she mentions it next weekend. So, yeah. I just got my results. I am negative. Yay, which basically means I have made it past, pretty much, I know that. I have made it past the, exposure from Amaria from Thursday, basically, was when I was counting it. Cause I saw her for like a moment on Friday, but that was as she was going downstairs, so, that's not an exposure. So the only thing would be if I like touched the doorknob and forgot to wash my hands a day after that, so, but I think that's good. But I test again on Friday, just before work on Saturday and Sunday, just to be safe. Also, I was on TikTok, and this video came up on my For You page from this girl named Karina, who I actually did acting classes with all the way at All Stars Performing Arts Academy years ago. That was actually the first place I ever took acting classes, and it came up on my For You page, and it was an awesome video. And so I commented, and I was like, can you imagine my face when I'm watching this? And I realized I know her, and I just was like, this was awesome. So I don't know, I think she would remember me. I don't know. She could also probably go to like one of her parents and be like, I know, and they might. Anyway, but I hope it didn't make it weird. Started this while I was yawning. Sorry. So, unfortunately, another book that I started and will not be finishing. I remember my mom got this book for me a little bit ago, and it's basically these short stories by Henry Kuttner, and one of them was what inspired the movie The Last Mimsy. So I have not seen The Last Mimsy, or if I have, I don't remember it very well, but I know it's science fiction. So anyway, my mom was, I think, she asked me if I would want it, and I was like, oh, sure. So I said sure, because it was at one of the bookstores that was, like a used bookstore. And unfortunately, like, all the short stories are science fiction, but they're written a little bit, I don't want to say too advanced science fiction, because I can understand what's being read. I'm just not a big fan of how they write it. It's like very sophisticated language, and yeah. So I made it 40 pages in, and that one entire short story and about half of the second one, and it's just not my thing, so I'm sorry. Some stuff about being an adult, so much stuff about being an adult just sucks. For one thing, I am very grateful that my grandfather wants to put money in my Fidelity retirement account, which I've just created. However, what doesn't make sense is, one, I had to go in and do it via a paper application because I don't have a credit card, and for some reason, the adult universe, likes to just freak out when you don't have a credit card, because it's like, oh my god, you don't have credit. Credit doesn't exist. Credit does not fit. You can't touch, what is credit? You can't physically touch it. I don't understand it. I don't comprehend it. So anyway, yeah, I don't have a credit card because I would rather have a debit card where I can look in my account and know exactly how much money is there, rather than a credit card and I have to be worried about paying it back, and then it's whatever, it's confusing. Anyway, so I had to do a paper application. My grandfather goes in, I got the letter saying, hey, your account, here's your account number, all that. Grandfather goes in to try to put money from his Fidelity account into mine, and they go, oh, we're sorry, we can't do that because our address isn't verified. I'm sorry, what? On my sheet, does it say at all that my address wasn't verified? No, my address is right there. Correct address, right there. Why is it not verified? In could you have told me that my address is not verified? Maybe in the letter that you sent me that says, hey, here's your account info. Since I'm not reading that other book, I will now be reading All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. Thankfully, the sequel to it, I have already gotten the... I've already checked out the ebook, basically, of it, because I hope I'll like this one,
And if not, then I'll just uncheck out the ebook and put it back. But I hope I will. As much as my bookshelves don't have room on it, I would love to have another book out of the set, because only out of the 7 that I've read so far, 7 full ones that I've read, have I kept... I've kept 1. And including the ones that I tried to read and couldn't finish, I've read 9. Well, it is nearly 11. I did some of my coloring. I didn't finish an entire picture, but it was very fun. I'm enjoying it. So I'm heading to bed. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. All my social media is in the description. Love you all.